the star-studded game where knowledge is king and Lady Luck is queen.
Live from the 8-Bit studio in Brisbane, Australia, it's the internet's most exciting half hour of video game trivia. Welcome to the Hungry Game Show. And now, your humble host, Brandon White.
Thank you for that fantastic introduction, Chuck Fresh. And hello to everyone out there in the 8-Bit Nation. Welcome to another episode of Game Show Inspired Shenanigans, brought to you by Audio Technica and available over at 8bit.net. And on this, the 18th episode of the Hungry Game Show, our competitor will be going up a little title that was developed by Dontnod and published by Square Enix. It was released originally on the 30th of January in 2015. It has been nominated for over 75 awards and counting. This is a game that makes you feel all of the emotions. I'm talking all of them. We're talking about none other than the graphic adventure known as Life is Strange. And the person attempting to calm this episode's trivia-shaped storm needs little introduction, but we're going to give her one anyway. Whether it be streaming video games, voice acting, or creating music on Twitch, Snacky is a creative triple threat carving a path through the content creation space. She can be found patrolling the snack aisle or on them socials at SnackyHan. Snacky, how the bloody hell are you doing today?
I am absolutely well spiced, my friend. How are you doing?
I am also well spiced. I'm feeling keen. I'm excited to talk a bit of Life is Strange and sort of weave our way through the Max and Chloe story and maybe a bit of your story as well. So maybe we could kick things off with that and maybe you could tell us a little bit about yourself and also why you picked this game today.
Well, I was playing this at the start of the year, and for all of the storyline games I've actually played before, I think this hit hard. And the twist in it, I couldn't get past the twist at the end. It was like, what is happening right now? So between this and The Walking Dead, they're definitely the best storyline games I've ever played, and they just really resonated with me. But
oh, yeah.
What an emotional journey. Like, wow.
Yeah, there is a few gut punches in not only Life is Strange, but the Walking Dead Telltale series. Yeah, so you love a good twist. That's been confirmed through discussions. You're a fan of good twists, and there's a few of those throughout the time in Life is Strange. It was a great little ditty that sort of came out, and it was a bit of a gamble by Dontnod, but it really popped off, selling millions of units, very highly acclaimed, positively reviewed from the media en masse, and yeah, makes you feel a lot of emotions, both good, bad, or otherwise. But I think that's the sign of good storytelling.
100%, yeah. You want to feel all of those emotions.
Yeah, and this game certainly does that for you. So jumping over to your side of the fence, tell us maybe a little bit more about yourself, what you do, what you get up to, where people can find you, things like that, and then maybe we can jump into some of the meat and potatoes of this episode.
Well, currently I've been streaming about 3 to 4 days a week on Twitch in nighttime, and I am starting to get a little bit into YouTube content at the moment. Just you know, your little bit of snack sesh over there. So love to eat a little bit of food, and that's what's happening. But yeah, I've just been doing just trying to balance everything.
But you make it work, and somehow the positivity shines through, even though you do have a lot on your plate, both literally and metaphorically. You're delivering content that people are loving, and you're doing it with a smile, and you're educating people on games and yourself, and some of the voice work you do just makes me nearly piss my pants laughing. It's fantastic. And then also that you're a fellow sort of snack fiend. Like you love hunting for those treats which are good, bad, or otherwise for you, and showcase them to the world.
Absolutely. I just like to get spicy with my snacks, you know.
Mm-hmm. What's one of the most recent snacks you've found that are worth talking about now, maybe giving a bit of a plug to?
Well, Cinnabon. I had you know, I love my donuts. That is no lie. But Cinnabon, I don't know how long it's been in Australia for, but I only recently had that for the first time. Oh my God. And I had no idea how you were meant to actually properly eat it. And, you know, a proper Cinnabon is like 2 fistfuls, you know, like it's not the smallest snack. You can't just smash that into your mouth. I was like, well, how do you even navigate this? But I started unraveling it. Like it just, you know, just unravels like a little snake kind of sitting in a, you know, how they twirl up, and I don't know. And I just kind of unraveled it, and I was like, this is how we do it. But apparently that's how you're meant to eat it. Because I was like, I'm not okay with it. Yeah. I'm not okay with just smashing into my mouth whole. I was like, it just feels wrong, you know?
Yeah, it gets messy because they are big buns.
They are.
You know,
I mean,
we all like big buns.
But, you know, It's just like, how do I, eat this all at once? It's a bit of a struggle, but yeah.
Cinnabon is pretty great, and like I'm hoping we get more permanent shops. Like they do a lot of pop-ups, I've noticed. I don't know if they've got like permanent little hubs around the country, at least here in Brisbane.
They have one at Garden City, actually.
Oh, really?
Which is great.
There's a permanent one now.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's like a reason to actually go for a bit of a drive. I'm like, yes, but there's donuts.
Yeah, that's certainly worthy of the petrol and the very highly priced fuel that it is these days.
100%.
Yeah, Cinnabon is it's really great, and you can buy even like the little mini packs as well, where they've got a couple little babies that you can sort of smack down. I had to get those
last time because we were like on closing time, and they didn't have the big daddies there when we got there. So I was like, look, I just have to eat 2 small ones at a time to make up for it. So it's fine.
The maths checks out. You can't argue with that.
I couldn't argue.
No, not at all. Not at all. So I guess on to slightly more serious topics again. So we're here to see you do battle with Life is Strange in the trivia arena. I might just sort of lay down a quick couple of rules and break down how the scoring goes together and things like that. And then we can maybe jump in and see how you go.
Yeah, easy as.
Now, before we do this, let's go over the ground rules. Rule number 1, no touching of the hair or face.
All right, so outside of that very, very special rule number 1, no touching of the hair or face, the way this show breaks down is it's broken into two modules. The first is a multiple choice round of give or take a dozen questions. So you're going to be given A, B, C, or D options with only one of the correct answers in there for each question. Every correct answer you get, you're going to get 2 points.
Yes.
And then we jump into a little bit more of a spicier section that we like to call rapid fire. So that is really fast questions with no multiple choice. It's just going to be, you've got to throw an answer my way, and that could be correct or incorrect. And for every one of those you get right, it's a maximum of 1 point. So there's 40 points available on the show today, but I'm open to bribes, and I'm also open to getting educated myself. So if there's times where maybe you wanted to throw some stuff back at me, as maybe some facts or some things that you remember from the game that might not get covered on the show, feel free, and maybe that'll boost that score up a little bit as well. But fear not as well. You've also got 2 lifelines available. Bear in mind that using these lifelines, they do limit you to a maximum of 1 point. So if you use one of these lifelines for multiple choice, maximum 1 point capacity, but if you use it on rapid fire, you're still going to get the full 1 point. So
easy.
They're there to help you out. The first one that is available for yourself to use or not use, should you choose not to, it's Phone My Friend, where I'm going to call a random person within my phone's contact list for support and assistance. Obviously, support and or assistance may vary. They might have played the game. They might have never played this game or any video game. It could be my mum, could be my sister, could be someone I work with. Who knows?
They'd be like, Life is Strange. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. And so is this phone call, Nana. Make sure you take your meds and rest up tonight. Put the feet up. You got poor blood circulation. But anyway, love you, Nan. And then the other one, obviously, 50-50. Fairly self-explanatory. So what we do there is with the multiple choice, we're going to cut down 2 of those incorrect answers and give you a 50-50 opportunity. But if you use 50-50 in rapid fire, what we'll do then is provide you a strong hint, because I can't really cut 50-50 down on a single answer. So I'll give you a strong hint. Yeah. So you've got those in the back pocket. You can choose to use both, one, none, whatever you're feeling. The choice is yours. The journey is yours. Have you got any questions, comments, and concerns before maybe we jump in and test that grey matter, Snacky?
If I'm incorrect, do you have a buzzer that says, "Eh"?
I do have an assortment of sound bites that we'll be rotating through.
I'm sure you're itching to use them, so we'll see how I go.
Yeah, but don't feel you need to get some incorrect just to hear the different sound bites. If you go through and it's perfection the entire way through, I'll throw some at the end just for fun, so you can hear what you could have heard.
Accidentally hit them, it'd be the worst.
Yeah, and I don't want to throw you off too much too. I'm trying to be a fair, impartial adjudicator here, but
I believe in myself, so let's do it.
There you go. All right, let's set the scene here with a bit of background tension music and jump into question number 1. Now, Snacky, Life is Strange is told from the perspective of a grade 12 student with a love of photography. What is this main character's name? A, Max Greenfield. B, Maxine Caulfield. C, Maxwell Sheffield. Or D, Mad Max.
Maxine Caulfield, of course.
Ooh, I admire the confidence. Are you going to lock in B, or you need to use a lifeline?
Absolutely, lock it in.
All right, lock it in. Let's consult the adjudicators here. That is correct. You are 1 for 1, currently with the highest accuracy percentage of anybody that has taken place on the Hungry Game Show so far. Sadly, we can't end it just here. You've got to go all the way to the end. But right now, you're on track for the best score ever. So that's got to feel pretty good. All right, you ready for question number 2?
I absolutely am.
All right, let's go. At the beginning of the game, Max finds herself in the midst of a fierce thunderstorm with a particular eerie building seen in the distance. What type of building are we referring to? A, a church. B, a KFC. C, a lighthouse. Or D, a video game arcade.
I mean, I'd love to say KFC because that would just be completely delicious, but I'm going to have to say lighthouse.
You're going to lock in C, lighthouse? Final answer?
Yep, it's my final answer.
Okay. Adjudicators?
You win. Perfect.
All right, you are 2 for 2, still batting 100. So obviously there is a situation where Max is in this dreamscape type of sequence, crazy tornado coming through, all kinds of destruction around this lighthouse, and then you wake up in the photography class and realize it was just a dream, and obviously the game is developed on from there. It was a bit of foreboding, that dream sequence there with Max and the lighthouse, and sadly no Colonel Sanders to be seen anywhere.
I know.
So,
you'd hate to see it.
Yeah, maybe Arcadia Bay was more like a Burger King town or something. Who knows? Not going to complain. They're Rodeo cheeseburgers. Special. Very special. All right, next question. The school of which Max and her friends attend grade 12 is known or named what? A, Blackwell Academy. B, Hogwarts School of Wizardry. C, Bulworth Academy. Or D, Greendale Community College.
Oh, so many good choices.
It's definitely A, Blackwell Academy.
Definitely A, you reckon? Confident?
I'm feeling it. Yep.
All right. Adjudicators, how'd you go?
I'm stupid, you're smart. I was wrong, you were right. You're the best, I'm the worst. You're very good looking, I'm not attractive.
You are indeed 110% correct. It is Blackwell Academy. It's the Hogwarts from the Harry Potter universe. Bulworth Academy was the school from the Bully video game series. I don't know if you ever played that one.
No, I've never played that.
Yeah, and then Greendale Community College is obviously the school where the show Community is based, which, in my opinion, is still one of the best shows of all time, but that's a story for another day.
Never seen it. But was that Ryan from The Office? Was that just Ryan talking from The Office?
No, that was Adam Sandler from Happy Gilmore.
Wait, what? I thought it was Ryan from The Office. Oh.
No. Both fantastic pieces of media, though.
Adam
Happy
Sandler.
Gilmore on The Office.
How did I not realize that was...
Oh my God.
Oh, goodness gracious. All right, let's get on to question number 4. See if we can keep this momentum going. Life is Strange was released in episodes throughout 2015. How many chapters are there, not including DLC? A, about 350. B, 4. C, 5. Or D, 420 Blaze It.
Wow.
C? 5?
You gonna go with C5? You sure? Final answer?
Wait, you say episodes. Is it, chapters?
Yeah, chapters. We could go with chapters if you like. So chapters, episodes, I sort of consider it the same thing. So how many chapters are there if you'd like to go with chapters instead of episodes? It's the same thing. I'm not trying to trick you out with wordplay.
I think it was 5.
You're feeling 5, C?
I think it's 5.
Okay, final answer?
Yes.
You sure it's not about 350?
Well, I don't know now.
All right, you want to lock in C5?
Can you do the half lifeline?
The 50-50 lifeline? I can do that for you. I'll just run it through my supercomputer here. 1 second. Beep, boop, beep. All right, so that left us with A, about 350, and C, 5. So
Why did I know that would happen?
how many chapters? About 350. That is a lot of chapters.
That's a lot. Don't think that. You made it sound convincing. I'm going 5, I swear. That was like... So I'm like, wait, is there like chapters within the episodes and I'm just wrong? No,
So you're going to lock in C?
Yeah, we'll do that.
You're going to lock in C. Okay. Referees, is that correct?
That is correct.
You are indeed correct. It is C. There is not about 350 chapters in Life is Strange. I appreciate that you got caught up on that question.
It's so easy too.
It is, but you know what? It's just keeping you on your toes.
Wait a minute.
Okay, for a bonus maximum of 2 points, I'm only going to need 2 of these. So can you name at least one of these chapters? So if you can name 2, you'll get 2 points. If you can only name 1, you get 1 point. So can you name any of the chapters in Life is Strange?
Oh my gosh, I don't even think I paid attention to their names. So there's chapter 1 and there's chapter 2.
I guess you're not lying, right?
You know what? I'm just going to go on a complete whim and say, is there one called Before the Storm?
Is that your final answer? Well, you get 2 cracks, so I can say there is not one called Before the Storm.
I honestly didn't even pay attention to the names of them. Oh my gosh. No, I actually don't have any idea.
You do have a Phone My Friend lifeline available. You can use it later. There's more questions to come, but that is there too if you want to get it out of the way. Otherwise, we could just take a mulligan on this one and jump on to question number 5.
Yeah, I literally don't even know what the names are. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to that. Because you know why? At the end of every single episode chapter thing, you're just like,
Oh my God, what just happened?
so my brain, you know what I mean? I'm like, I need to know what happened. Especially was
you're
it
just
chapter,
rebuilding yourself after that
3?
couple of hours.
Was that when the situation with the Chloe, was that number 3, the end of it? That was, you know, I was definitely not paying attention to no title names there. That was a bit distraught, you know.
I'm gonna give you half a point, just on the fact that even though you were calling them chapter 1, 2, and 3, and I didn't really say name them specifically, so there is a bit of a loophole. So I'll give you half a point, but the ones you could have picked, the episode, chapter 1 is called Chrysalis.
Oh, okay.
Which came out in January. Chapter 2 is called Out of Time. It came out on the 24th of March. And then we've got also Chapter 3, which is Chaos Theory. And it came out on the 19th of May. And Chapter 4 is The Dark Room, which was out on the 28th of July. And the final chapter is called Polarized.
I would not have guessed any of those. See, maybe that's because as well I played it all at once. I didn't play it when that was released. It was just like, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, all done.
Well, you got your experience, you know. You don't regret that time.
I don't.
Time with Chloe, Max, and co. You just didn't focus on, and most people wouldn't for the most part. I wouldn't. Like I don't when I'm playing a lot of these games.
All in the story.
Yeah, I'll say I remember when this happened, but I can't remember what they called the damn thing.
100%. You know? Yep, that's usually the story of my life. It's like I know this stuff, but what do you call it?
Yeah, don't sweat the small stuff. You know, I can tell you the big picture, but you know, don't ask me for that finite detail. All right, question number 5. Now, Life is Strange was met with much critical acclaim, but one of the game's key features was especially well received. Which feature or mechanic am I referring to? A, the ability to fast forward time. B, the ability to rewind time. C, the ability to extend video rentals and avoid those nasty late fees. Or D, the ability to slow time Matrix style. Which feature am I referring to?
Definitely rewinding time.
Definitely rewinding time. So you're going to go B?
100%.
It's confident. I like that. All right. You are indeed correct. You're back in the winner's circle. The full 2 points there. Obviously, yeah, there is no fast forwarding of time. There's nothing to do with video rentals and late fees. And there's no Neo sightings around Arcadia Bay. So, yes, it is the ability to rewind time. Well done. Feeling good? You feeling good so far?
100%.
All right. Question number 6. During the first chapter / episode / whatever you want to call it, we'll call it whatever you want. During that first episode, you attend a lesson in Mr. Jefferson's classroom. There are several pop culture references seen or mentioned during this section of the game. Which of the following is not referenced? A. Game of Thrones. B. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. C. Sex and the City. Or D. Donnie Darko.
They referenced those things?
Yeah. Some of them are subtle references.
I just remember the whole thing about the selfie. What do you call it? The D something about the selfie person thing, and I was like, is that actually true? And I never got around to Googling it.
Yeah, so some of these references were seen in like Max's workbook, like in her class notebook. There's a couple of doodles and scribbles to a few references there.
Wow.
Yeah.
The more you know.
We're learning things today. So which of those? So we've got Game of Thrones.
Again? Yeah.
Game of Thrones, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Sex and the City, and Donnie Darko. Which of those is not referenced during this scene?
Probably Sex and the City, right? I mean, she's at school.
Yeah, and I don't picture Max as a fan of Carrie and Samantha and co.
No, it doesn't seem like she's more in depth than that.
Or is she a closet fan and has a crush on Mr. Big? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe she wants a black diamond to get proposed with. Who knows?
I'm probably going to go with Sex and the City.
You're going to go with C, Sex and the City?
Yeah.
All right. Adjudicators, where are we with this one? You are indeed 100% correct. So in Max's notebook, you see the wording "Winter is Coming" written.
Yeah.
And there's also a doodle of Frank the Rabbit from Donnie Darko. And then, Mr. Jefferson, when he's seeking answers to a question, is saying Bueller, like from the Ferris Bueller's Day Off movie. So, no Samantha or Charlotte or any reference to the gals from Sex and the City.
It would have been... I just wouldn't have fit the character, I feel.
No. So you nailed it. You're back on track. You're still crushing it. Still on track to get, I think, just about the best score we've ever had here in the studio. So keep it up. We'll move on to question number 7. On the mirror of the Two Whales Diner's bathroom is the phrase, "Fire walk with me." It's written on that mirror. This is a reference to which of the following film / TV shows? A. Twin Peaks. B. Scream. C. Armageddon. Or D. Sex and the City.
Oh, I have no idea. So this is a stab in the dark, but I'm going to say Armageddon.
You going to say Armageddon?
Yeah. I can't say I've ever watched Twin Peaks. And I forget what your second answer was.
Scream was the second one.
I don't think it's in Scream. I only recently
Remember, you've got Phone My Friend Lifeline there too. You don't have to use it, but it's there if you wanted to call upon this potential friend. Or foe, who knows? We don't know what knowledge base they have with this game.
Would they even know?
Maybe. That's the joys of the
you
Lifeline.
Know what? Why not? It's there. Let's just have some fun with it.
Let's have some fun with it?
Why not?
All right, stand by. I'll just mute this and get my phone hookup going. You should be able to hear this person and they should be able to hear you. I think I've got it working now where it's going to go both ways.
That's a meme.
Yeah, it is a meme. It's probably going to be on my tombstone as well. So let's call this person, see if they pick up, hopefully. Fingers crossed, and we'll take it through from there. Okay, it's ringing. Can you hear that?
Yep.
That's a plus.
Hey.
Hello, is that Sam from the Inconsolables / just everywhere on the internets, just living life? How you doing, mate?
I mean, you didn't even ask if it... You didn't give me a chance to respond. Someone completely different. Who knows? Is this he?
Well, I'm calling you today because I've got Snacky who has been absolutely crushing the Hungry Game Show Battle Arena so far. She's tackling Life is Strange, and we've gotten to a question that has stumped us. So we thought we'd call up and utilize the Phone My Friend lifeline. Are you familiar with the Life is Strange game? Do you feel confident you might be able to add some expertise and some assistance to this question today?
I mean, you're making me nervous. You're putting me on the spot. You're making me, you're giving me performance anxiety now. But otherwise, I think I'm all right. Okay. Well, have you played Life is Strange? You know the game I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. I do. Well, see, Snacky, that's a plus.
That's a plus.
That's a check in the box to start with. Okay, so what I might do, I'll put a bit of tension-based music on just to sort of really liven it up.
Just to enhance the performance anxiety hit.
Yeah.
I want to play, really prey on those fears right now and, create a sense of doubt that you may or may not know this question. So the music is back on, and the question, Sammy Deej, is... On the mirror of the Two Whales Diner's bathroom is the phrase, "Fire walk with me." This is a reference to which of the following films / TV shows? A.
Oh, I actually do know that.
There you go.
Wait, we do?
Yeah. It's Twin Peaks.
Okay, see, I've never seen that. I've had no idea.
See, I didn't even need to give you the multiple choices.
I mean, I haven't either. I'm just learn a lot of shit by osmosis.
Wow, I'm impressed.
So I don't even need to read out the other potential answers here. Are you that confident as Twin Peaks?
Yeah. I mean, assuming that's one of the options. If it's not, I'm going to be a bit upset.
Okay, the options are Scream, Armageddon, Sex and the City, and Twin Peaks. So yes, it is on the list.
Yeah.
So you're going to lock in Twin Peaks?
Sex in the City. Yeah, it's Twin Peaks. It's Twin Peaks.
So Snacky, are you gonna trust?
I'm trusting. I'm trusting it for sure.
Okay, so you're gonna lock in Twin Peaks.
This is gonna be awkward if I somehow got it wrong.
You know what? It's fine because I'm on absolutely got no. Well, I know it's not Sex in the City, so and the fact that you even thought it was that before you heard the options, that's kind of a win for me.
Are you sure they didn't just have a weird season where they just really veered off the rails?
Maybe. There's a lot of seasons, Mr. Big done some pretty heinous things over the years. Maybe Aiden was writing some scribbles on the bathroom mirrors about firewalks. Who knows?
Yeah.
Bit of a free-spirited guy.
Anything's possible.
All right, so we're going to lock in Twin Peaks. Let's see if you are both correct on this one.
Flawless victory.
You are indeed correct. So, that reference is directly related to Twin Peaks. So, Fire Walk with Me was the film that led off the back of the Twin Peaks television series.
Wow.
And a lot of the game's themes were inspired by the show. So, the premise involves the disappearance of a world-like teenage girl, just like what happens in Life is Strange. So, there's a nod
I need to
and
watch this. This sounds excellent.
It's really good. There's a lot of weird, twisted, mindy, crazy stuff going on.
And
it's
I
great.
haven't seen that. Oh, okay.
It's a show from the 90s, and then the movie came out, I think, mid-90s, and they've just done, a follow-up season, 20 years later.
Wow.
Yeah. But it's still just as weird. I've watched both seasons in the movie, and it's still a bit of a head fuck, but it's great. It's good television if you're into that sort of weird,
100%.
whodunit, twisty stuff.
I love that stuff. I live for it.
All right, well, there you go. You got there. You got the point. Well bloody done.
What an absolute legend. Thank you so much for that.
That's quite all right. I'm glad to be a assistant.
I'm going to give you the full contingent of the 2 points because I didn't even give you the options. He just dropped that on us straight away.
That was ridiculous. I was like, what? He knows.
I know my shit. I don't watch a lot of shit, but I Google a lot of shit.
See, it goes. Most stuff just goes over my head. I'm just like, I have no idea. I'm looking at other things.
So much useless trivia.
That's good.
Sam, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day. I hope your Monday is going well. Listeners out there, be sure to follow Sam on them socials at Sammy Deej. I'll chuck that in the show notes, and also be listening to The Inconsolables and checking out his streams because he's not only playing games, but he's making fantastic music too under the Pyrite Twitch handle. So thank you for taking out the time.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Later. There you go.
Amazing.
You nailed it.
I would not have. What? I love how much I'm learning today. This is great.
See, infotainment is what we like to call it here. We can have a bit of fun and a laugh, but also educate ourselves.
Infotainment. I love that.
There you go. So you got the points. You're still rocking and rolling and on track for a very good score. So you've got 4 questions left in multiple choice. Are you ready to jump into the next one, Snacky?
I'm absolutely ready.
Let's do it. Arcadia Bay is loosely based off a real-life town known as Garibaldi.
Wow.
Which of the following states is Garibaldi and subsequently Arcadia Bay based in or residing in?
Okay.
A, Massachusetts. B, Bonnie Doon. C, Darwin. Or D, Oregon. Which of those is where Arcadia Bay / Garibaldi, which is the real life town that they used as reference?
That sounds Australian.
Which one does? Garibaldi.
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 Australian.
Garibaldi, it's just out past Toowoomba.
It literally sounds like that. Maybe it's the accent. Isn't it?
I do have a bit of boganism in me, so sorry about that. It's probably like pronounced like Garibaldi. Garibaldi.
What was that second one? I've never even heard of that place before.
Bonnie Doon was the second one.
What even?
And then there was
where
Darwin.
Is that?
I don't know. You tell me.
I've never heard of that. It sounds made up.
Okay, so we've got Massachusetts, we've got Bonnie Doon, we've got Darwin, and we've got Oregon. Which of those areas is where Arcadia Bay / Garibaldi is set?
Well, geography is like the worst thing in the world for me. Because I don't even remember the own states that I have in my own country.
That's their story for another time.
Yeah, that sure is. Sorry, Western Australia. Wait, no, it wasn't that one.
No, it was Northern Territory.
No, it was the Northern one. God damn it. Let's just look. Well, I don't think it's Darwin. That seems really random. Because why would it be based in Australia? I have no idea on the second one.
Which is Bonnie Doon.
Yeah, that's what is that?
It's a thing. It's a place.
I can't even visualize what Massachusetts or Oregon look like. I'm gonna say Oregon though, because Oregon sounds like oregano, and oregano is delicious.
The science checks out. Let's see.
I really have no idea.
Based off nothing other than it sounds like oregano and it's delicious, we're going to go with D, Oregon.
I like pizza and pasta, so
me too. My goodness gracious.
Oh, you're right. And when you're right, you're right. And you're always right.
You are 110% correct. It is Oregon.
Are you joking? Trust the pizza.
Trust the pizza. See, trust your gut.
The spicy meatballs.
Trust your gut is a real thing, you know. It just led you to victory here. So
when in doubt, just follow the path of the snack. It works.
Yeah. So there's a little quote here from creative director Jean-Maxime Morris, who said, "The Pacific Northwest was something that we determined very early in the development process as the place we wanted to set the game in. That's because we wanted to have this very nostalgic and autumnal feel to the game. And in terms of colors, to me, it's really one of those places that brings this kind of nostalgia, and I mean this in a positive way. The sense of looking inside yourself."
It's a beautiful, beautiful place.
Yeah, it's a real place.
And it's just, that'd be so cool to go there.
Yeah, so you could go to Garibaldi and in Oregon and see the town that was based.
Is?
Yeah.
In Garibaldi, what the?
Yeah, so Garibaldi's the town in Oregon. So obviously Massachusetts is on the East Coast. That's like Boston and New England and things like that. Bonnie Doon is a coastal town in southern New South Wales, referenced pretty heavily in the movie The Castle, if you've ever watched The Castle.
Never watched that. I know the granddad in Packed to the Rafters is in it though.
Yeah, Michael Keaton. And C, obviously Darwin is it's a town up in the Northern Territory.
That's the one that Oregon. I forget that's not in the north of Queensland. It's in the Northern Territory. Yep.
Yeah. So you got there though. That's what matters. You got the points.
Oregon.
All right. All right. Next multiple choice question. At the end of the credits on episode 4/chapter 4, known as the Dark Room, you are greeted with which of the following messages? So at the end of the credits of the chapter known as the Dark Room, you are greeted with which of the following messages? A. Thanks for playing. B. Thanks for the memories. C. Thanks for crying. Or D. Thanks for nothing.
Oh my god. The Dark Room.
So that's the
Yeah,
the
that was when
second last.
Yeah, that was freaking, that hit me, that scene. Oh my, yeah, too real.
It was heavy.
That was
very emotional.
Oh yeah, that hit home. Oh my god. I can't say I paid attention to that.
Okay.
What was the first one you said?
Thanks for playing. And then the
No,
second
that's
one was
too light.
thanks for the
That's too
memories.
lighthearted for what you just went through. And
Okay, so we're going to scrub out A, thanks for playing, you think?
yeah, I feel like that's just too much. Thanks for the memories. That could be so sarcastic saying that too, especially because she was looking through the photos and stuff to like teleport and everything like that. So that could almost be like, thank you for the memories, aka the photos that actually got me out of this shithole. So that could work. And then what was the third one?
The third one is thanks for crying. And D, the last one, was thanks for nothing.
See, that also works too, because that could be like a bitter like, oh.
It was a very emotional episode.
It was,
Or
yeah.
chapter.
I wouldn't say thanks for crying because I feel like that's too sarcastic. Or I don't know.
Or is it?
Or is it? Well, this is tricky.
So you scratched out thanks for playing and you narrowed it down to thanks for the memories, thanks for crying, or thanks for nothing. What are you thinking? What's your gut telling you?
Well, if I'm just trying to think, like, if that was me, because you'd be so angry at Mr. Jefferson because he's not who you thought you were, and you thought
he sucks.
He is an absolute monster. The best kind too. You didn't suspect him. Rat bastard. Maybe thanks for nothing, because you once thought that he was someone that is so helpful, and then you had your, like, the whole idea of him shattered.
Interesting thought process. So you're leaning towards thanks for nothing. What's the other one you're thinking of? Thanks for the memories or thanks for crying? Which other one do you think it could be?
See, it's hard because they could be saying thanks for crying to the audience because they would have been crying, but then they could have done that in the other chapters too. But if because it's not coming from. Actually, yeah, maybe that would be thanks for crying, because then it would be it's in the credits, right?
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, okay, well, yeah, that would make sense if it's in the credits then, because then that's like the game maker people being like, we know you, we got you. Got him.
Got him.
Well, yeah, because it's not coming. Yeah, actually, of course, because it's not coming. Yes, that makes total sense because it's from the writers. Yes.
So you're going to go with C, thanks for crying?
Well, I think so.
Okay. Judges, was Snacky correct?
I was.
You're damn right you were correct. Yeah,
I was like,
so...
wait, it's not coming from Max. It's coming from the people who made the game.
Yep. See, but you talked it out, you know, you broke down the question and the potential answers, and we got there. Because, yeah, it was an emotional gut punch, that chapter.
Oh, when Chloe found Rachel in the ground, stop.
Mm-hmm.
That was, oh my God. Oh, you see Chloe get wheeled out in the wheelchair, stop.
Yeah, there's not many games that can break you down like this franchise can.
I literally sobbed on stream. I was like, what am I doing?
Yeah, see, I sobbed on the couch and was getting judged by my pug at the time. But, that's a story for another day. But, yeah, it's just good storytelling that can make you emote like that.
For sure. And being an empath as well. Oh, my Lord. That is. And then when you have a little bit of the story that you can even relate to, it's like, oh my God, it's a lot.
Hearts around the world just broke simultaneously when they sort of played that session.
I think if you listened like close enough to, you could just hear shattering sound ever so slightly in the wind.
Oh, God. But fantastic storytelling. Dontnod crushed it. And yeah, that reference there with the thanks for crying in the show notes, they're aware of how powerful that episode and that scene was, knew the waterworks were going to be flowing. All right, Snacky, we got 2 more questions in multiple choice, and then we're jumping into some of that spicy rapid fire. But you're doing really bloody well. You've only dropped a couple of points so far, so you're still on pace to take this thing out overall. Let's see if you can keep it up with question number 10. In Polarized, which is episode or chapter number 5, during her nightmare, Max has to do what in order to get out of the bathroom? A, enter a code. B, a big old stinky poop. C, take a nap. Or D, none of your damn business.
Out of the bathroom. God, I feel like I can't even remember that chapter. Wait, the last one.
Yeah, so it's in chapter 5. During her nightmare, Max is trapped in the bathroom. What does she have to do to be able to get out of that bathroom? Does she have to do a big old poop? Take a nap? None of our damn business? Or enter a code?
Oh, is that like the maze section of the game? How it is like starts the maze thing?
You are on the correct path there, yes?
I think it would be a code then. I remember getting really stuck in one of those. Oh, that stupid part.
So you sure that Max doesn't need to do a big old poop or take a nap?
I feel like no. I don't remember that.
It'll be quite the mechanic in the game. The poo mechanic, press X to wipe or something like that. Who knows? All right, so you're going to go with A, enter a code?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. You are indeed correct.
I remember there was a few things that I had to Google, I'm not going to lie. So...
Yeah, and a funny little Easter egg that the developers put in, if you input the incorrect code 50 times, so that's just pressing the use button and putting in just 0000.
Yeah.
Max will then say, and she gets real like breaking down the fourth wall, and she's like, I'm going to make the designers pay for all these bullshit code puzzles. Then the door just opens up anyway without having to enter the code.
Wow.
So, yeah. So very sneaky by Dontnod there.
Yeah, but, that's kind of smart for people like me.
It is indeed. It is, yeah. Well, you're crushing it. These numbers don't lie. All right, you ready for the final question in multiple choice?
I'm ready for it.
All right. As is tradition here at the Hungry Game Show, we must also take a moment to look at both the film and music industries, and more importantly, what finished as number 1 for the year Life is Strange was released. So I ask you this, Snacky, what was the top song on the Billboard charts, and what was the highest grossing movie at the box office for the year of 2015?
2015, oh my lord.
2015. Do you remember going to the movies or listening to a bit of radio 6 years ago? Anything come to mind before I give you some responses?
2015? No. I don't... Not really, no. It's all a blur.
It's all a blur, man. All right, so I'll give you the options, and then you can pick. So you're going to have a 25% chance if none of these sort of stand out when I say them anyway.
Yeah.
So A, Jurassic World and the song Thinking Out Loud by Ed Sheeran.
Still
B,
good, but no.
The Force Awakens, obviously Star Wars, The Force Awakens. Excuse me, pardon me, goddamn. Plus Uptown Funk, which was Mark Ronson and Bruno Mars.
Mm-hmm.
C, 50 Shades of Grey and See You Again by Wiz Khalifa. Or D, Furious 7 plus Trap Queen by Fetty Wap.
Ooh.
So which movie and song combination out of those ones I just mentioned were the top of the pops for 2015?
I don't think it was A.
You don't think it was Jurassic World and Thinking Out Loud by Ed Sheeran?
No.
Okay.
I don't think it'd be 50 Shades too, because I'm just trying to think of what the movie that would work for everyone, because that only really, the demographic for that is certainly not everyone.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Primarily horny housewives.
Yeah,
was
exactly.
The demographic.
The bored ones for sure. It's either
the bored ones.
Well, yeah, like the only reason why they got so damn excited is because they're obviously so bored.
I'm sure it's offended. I actually have watched it, so I can't talk. It's very average, but
it is. I thought it was average too. I was like, oh, not the way that people raved on about it. I was just like, well, it's speaking from you, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it must be pretty lonely at your residence.
Yeah,
that's
not
the
much.
case.
Not much of this spicy self-care up in there. So
nah, very mild. It's that whitey spice level. It's certainly
just
not
lemon
the old,
and herb if we're on the Nando scale up in here, or plainish even.
Plainish.
I love. It's
plainish.
Plain-ish.
How's things going at home in the bedroom? Oh, pretty plainish.
Plainish.
Oh, really?
It's like, give me that extra hot spice.
Yeah. Oh, I don't want to be able to feel my lips for hours. Give me that stuff. Whatever that is.
You're going to need a wheelchair.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. Wheeling back in my wheelchair. The Force Awakens and Uptown Funk is one of the other options if you're going to scratch Jurassic
that's
World why
I'm
and
like
thinking
leaning.
out loud.
I'm leaning towards that. What was the last one again?
The last one is Furious 7 and Trap Queen by Fetty Wap. I had to Google who the hell Fetty Wap was when I looked this up again.
I do know that song, but I feel like Fast 7. That would have been the first one that Paul. Oh. I think that wasn't it? That would have been the first movie.
I think it was the first one without Paul Walker in it.
Or
I don't know. My Fast knowledge is not the best.
So yeah, I feel like that would, because, oh god. But I feel like Star Wars took the cake, just because it's Star Wars.
There is a lot of Star Wars fans out there.
Yeah, like that's multiple generations you're going into, and that song, I feel, yeah, I'm gonna look in. Star Wars.
You're gonna lock in B.
Yeah.
You're gonna lock in
and
Star
see
Wars.
You again.
The Force
I
Awakens.
feel like that song played on the radio they killed it. So
yeah. Okay. Consult the judges here to see if you are correct.
I'm stupid. You're smart. I was wrong. You were right. You're the best. I'm the worst.
I hear it now.
Very good looking. I'm not attractive.
It's Adam Sandler. Yes.
I can hear it now.
Yeah. So you are indeed correct. So the Star Wars The Force Awakens has taken over $2 billion collectively at the box office. And yeah, Uptown Funk by Mark Ronson and Bruno Mars, that was sort of one of the first, I know Bruno Mars was around a little bit before that with that. I think it was Grenade was the first song that he had that popped off.
That beautiful one and that lazy one. What's it called?
Oh, yeah, where he's in his Snuggie.
Today I don't feel like doing. And the other one as well. Yeah. Yep.
I know the ones.
Yep.
Yeah, but Uptown Funk was the #1 song of 2015.
That was a great song.
It is an absolute banger of a song. It's got such a good beat. Bruno Mars is a very talented individual, and so is Mark Ronson.
Incredible people.
But as far as the movies, even though you're quick to dismiss Jurassic World, it was actually the second highest grossing movie.
Was it
really? From that year. So it's earned over $1.6 billion at the box office.
Wow.
But Furious 7 was just nipping at its heels with $1.5 billion, and then 50 Shades of Grey, a lowly $571 million. So it's the 11th highest grossing movie.
Wouldn't imagine that would have been demographic.
So there you go. So we're at the end of the multiple choice. Would you like a progress score to know where you're at the moment, or just want to go in blind right to the end and see how you finish as a total? Totally up to you.
Let's just go straight to the end.
Let's go straight to the end. All right. So I'm going to just change up the tunes, speed up the pace here with some rapid fire music, and then we'll jump on in. Ready?
I'm so ready.
All right. Life is Strange was officially announced at Gamescom in 2014 in which month?
Oh, July.
It's a winter month.
Wait, winter?
It's a winter month. Our winter, not American winter.
Oh.
So that'll give you 1 in 3.
I have no idea when that happens. September.
You're going to September?
Yep, September's a great month.
It is a pretty good month, so they tell me, but it was actually August. August the 11th was the game.
2 days after my birthday. Wow, rude.
There you go. There you go. So, see, you went with July, and then I'm like, oh, she's close, and then you jump to September, and you missed the night pieces inside the sandwich.
So
there,
close, so close.
Missed the toppings. All right, question number 2. What color is Chloe's hair?
Blue.
That is correct. As shown on missing persons posters around campus and also in Max's diary, what date did Rachel Amber go missing?
Oh. I have no idea. December, maybe? No, I have no idea.
It's somewhere in... God, now I'm trying to think of the seasons. I'm like, oh no, my brain's not functioning. It's a month between
Wait, was it that
January
was it
and
that autumn?
May. Yeah. Yeah, it is their autumn. I had to think of the rotation changes.
Their autumn. No, it would be our autumn. April. I don't know.
You are correct. It was April. It was Monday, the 22nd of April of 2013 was when beloved Rachel Amber went missing. Okay, Chloe wears a necklace that has several bullets on it.
Mm-hmm.
How many bullets are there on said necklace?
3.
That is correct. Which character calls Rachel their muse? Which character calls Rachel Amber their muse?
Chloe?
No, it's actually Daniel DaCosta calls her their muse. He emphasizes her love of being drawn, photographed, and being in the spotlight.
Yeah, him, yes.
Yeah, and he actually etched marks on his desk, which says Rachel Amber Forever with a little heart there. So Daniel DaCosta was the one we're looking for there. Okay, next question. What was Life is Strange originally going to be called?
Oh, I have no idea.
The more creative the answer, the better.
Oh my
and I
gosh.
may give you some...
Well,
What you got there, Snacky?
I'm just trying to think of what I would call it. If I made a game like this... Jesus. I want to say The Spice is Life, but no, that wouldn't. That's not right for that game. Oh my god, I have a mind blank. I'm
5 seconds. What do you got for me?
The Dark Tales. I don't know.
The Dark Tales? I'll give you 0.25 of a point. 0.25.
It's not deserving.
The game was actually called originally, before they obviously settled on Life is Strange, it's going to be called What If? What If?
Oh.
So the Spice of Life probably is better sounding than What If, that's for sure. Okay. What are the color of Max's eyes?
Like a brownie hazily color?
That is correct. What is Life is Strange's score currently on Metacritic? So that's a score out of 100. And to give you an idea, it's somewhere between 80 and 88.
86?
I'll give you half a point because the user score is 8.6, which translates to 86.
Yeah.
But on PC, it is 83, and on the PlayStation and Xbox, it is 85.
Wow.
85. Okay, what is one of the side effects Max experiences when using her powers/abilities?
Nosebleeds.
That is correct. I would also have taken fainting. Either of those would have been fine. All right, next question. How many awards was Life is Strange nominated for at the 2015 Game Awards? So it was nominated for multiple awards. So it was more than 1 and less than 6.
I want to say 4.
Final answer?
Yeah.
It is 3. It is 3. It was Best Narrative, Best Performance, which was nominated for Ashley Birch. And was also nominated for Games for Change and actually won that award.
Wow.
Yeah. Kudos to those people at Dontnod for that one. Next question. To the nearest million. Bear with me. My phone is rudely ringing while I'm trying to do this. How dare they? To the nearest million, what was the pre-production budget for the game? So we're talking Australian dollars to the nearest million. How much was the budget for making Life is Strange?
If I'm honest, I don't even know how much a game costs to make. Like, I can't say I've ever looked or like researched that. Nearest million, Jesus.
To the nearest million.
That suggests it could be more than one. That's a lot of. I mean, yeah,
so
it would cost a lot of money.
So it's more than 3 and less than 8.
More than
to the nearest million.
3, Jesus. 5.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
It is $6.3 million.
Holy
in
cow.
AUD. So, yeah, a lot of money went into that game.
That is a lot of
money.
That's a lot of money, yes.
And that's still small compared to some of the big AAAs out there. Some of them are like 100 million plus. So, yeah, like I'm pretty sure Red Dead Redemption 2 is 130 million, I think, if I remember right.
That is, yeah, I can't say if honestly I've ever like known any of that stuff. Like I've looked on film budgets and stuff before, but I've never actually learnt about game ones. That's I mean, yeah, it's essentially the same as a film because there's a lot that goes into it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so 6.3 million AUD was the budget for Life is Strange.
Massive.
Not including then the subsequent marketing budget that came in over the top of that. So the next question, Snacky, when Max examines a childhood photo of herself and Chloe, she's suddenly transported to the day the picture was taken. Max can then prevent Chloe's father, William, from dying in a traffic collision, which inadvertently creates an alternative reality that affects Chloe in what way?
She becomes paralyzed.
That is indeed correct. She does become paralyzed from the neck down, which is heavy traumatic stuff.
So sad.
Yeah, just another one of those heartbreaker moments in this game, that's for sure.
Yep.
All right, the next question. Name the voice actress who plays Chloe Price. I may or may not have mentioned her just a few minutes ago in a previous question if you were paying complete attention.
I think does her name start with A?
It does start with A?
I know the answer to this too, but I can't remember.
Her surname starts with B, if that helps. A-B.
This is not even. I was like Amanda Bynes. It's not it.
I think she was in in a mental hospital at the time of that.
So,
bless her heart.
Ashley something. I have no idea.
I'll give you half a point. It is Ashley Birch. Oh. And funnily enough, she actually auditioned for both roles. So she threw her hat in the ring to play either Chloe or Max.
Because Chloe's voice changes in the Before the Storm game, I think. It's not the same.
I think you could be right.
It's not the same voice actress.
There you go.
Yeah.
The more, see, now I'm learning things. There we go. Okay. The next question. Where do you find Rachel Amber's body? So where is Rachel Amber's body buried?
In the junkyard.
Yes. Goddamn Mark Jefferson, you son of a bitch.
I know. So cold-hearted.
Very cold-hearted. Okay. The second last question, Snacky. Second last. A prequel to the game was released in 2017. Name that prequel.
Before the Storm.
Boom. Crushed it. And the last question I'm going to throw at you today. For listeners who have not yet played Life is Strange, provide them your honest review about why they should. So sell the game to us, and if you're selling it good enough, you get yourself a point. Maybe more if you sell it that good.
Well, if you like getting lost in a very deep storyline that can also distract you from your own life, or if you just like to live through the eyes of someone else's life and have adventure, it is a very good game. It will certainly toy with your emotions, but overall it is a very, very enjoyable story game. And it's excellent, so you should play it.
I think that is fantastic, and that is going to get you an extra half a point. So that brings us to the end of the serious stuff here at the Hungry Games Show. Snacky, would you like to know how you fared?
Let's do it.
All right, so to give you an idea, The whole game is scored out of 40. First place is Dane Peavy, who tackled Celeste, and he's sitting on 37 out of 40. So he is currently the king of the Trivia Mountain. And
Nice.
in last place, Salim the Dream Abraham is on 21 out of 40. So that's sort of the gap that you've got to play with there.
Yep.
So did you beat Salim the Dream Abraham, who was on 21? Yes, you did.
Yeah.
If we are to jump up to, say, outright 11th place, Reese Kirby on 28.5 points, you beat him. So
Ooh.
jumping up a little higher to 9th place, Subpar Lover on 30.5 points, you beat him.
I beat Subby. Holy.
You beat Subby.
Okay.
If we were to jump up to Panda TV, who is sitting currently in outright 8th place on 31 points.
And he knows his stuff and wow.
Yeah,
Yep.
he does. He does. He 31 points. So you jumped above Panda TV there. But if we were to look at who's sitting in 7th, which is John O'Peck as well as Jared Trail from Rainbite Studios, they're on 32.5 points. Did you jump above them to make it into the top 7? Hall & Oates, play us out.
Ooh.
So close, Snacky. You finished on 32.25 points. That puts you in outright 8th place.
Hey, I'm happy with that. I'm top 10, baby.
You are top 10. It puts you in some pretty good company there. And, your knowledge was on display right from the get-go. There was a couple that you had to talk through a little bit, but you got there. How do you think you went? You happy with
Look, I'm happy with that. Considering I don't really remember much that's important or things that I should, I think I still did fantastic.
I think you did really well. Like, obviously that benchmark there of 21 points, no one ever wants to be under there. Keep Salim the Dream in last place because that's what that son of a gun deserves. Yeah, so 8th place, outright 8th place, 32.25 points. Thank you for taking the time out of your schedule to join me here in the Hungry Studio and riff about Life is Strange. Really appreciate it. Hope you had a good time.
No, it was an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
No, anytime. We might get you back on when we bring out another season. Maybe you could tackle Life is Strange 2.
Look, they're
Who
doing,
knows?
they have the new one coming out soon at the end of the year. And I forget what it's called. It's colors of something, or maybe
Life
there was
is
just
spicy.
colors in the photo and I'm confused. But hey, Stephanie's in it, so we got a familiar face.
Is it like True Colors?
It's
Show your colors?
something like that. Yeah, this is the bonus question.
Yeah.
And
Equal
there's
20
colours in it.
points.
There's colors in it.
Yeah,
We
that's
love
5 points.
colours.
Oh, straight to the side. Anyway, thank you again for taking the time out of your schedule. Obviously, listeners, be sure to track down Snacky on them socials at SnackyHan and also at twitch.tv/SnackyHan. Jump into those streams, show her that love and support. And thanks again for stopping on by. Anything you want to say before we close down the studio?
Look, everybody, just say spicy, okay?
That's it. Stay spicy. All right, 8-Bit Nation. Thanks again. We'll see you on future episodes of the Hungry Game Show. But until then, may your answers be true.